Hey Ryan, how's it going?
Good.
So the first, you guys have allowed the first goal more often than not this year. I think it's now 13 of the last 16. You got you don't. It doesn't seem you guys don't look frustrated when you're playing or anything like that. But is there a certain amount of like, oh man, there it is again. We're down 1-0.
I don't know if it's. Oh, I don't know if there's any of that, but it's definitely we want to go out and we want to get the first. I mean, we talk about it before the game, and especially at home, you want to establish. You want to get your push going as soon as you can. So, I mean, I thought we came out pretty hard yesterday and maintained it most of the game. Unfortunately, they just got that the one on their penalty kill. So it's tough to give up, but I mean, we know that we need to have better starts, and we know that we need to get out on top and stop chasing games. And unfortunately, we couldn't do that yesterday.
When a team has the lead, or when a team has a lead against you guys, does it change the way they play against you guys? Like, do you sense they're more like, okay, we just got to lock it down. We don't want to trade anything with these guys?
I think any team kind of has that mindset, especially you get up a couple goals and you don't want to give odd man rushes. You don't want to cheat offensively too much. You're taking care of the puck and you're making it tough for the other team to come through you. So obviously it's an advantage if you get up a couple and or even one. So that's what teams have done to us, and it's made it tough to get back into the game. We've just been chasing it a lot lately.
Morning. You guys are sort of struggling with depth scoring, and I know you're always on the top line and you're always on the power play, and the top guys eat up a lot of minutes on this team, right? How do you sort of share the minutes and share the love? There's only one power play unit really here. Like the second unit barely gets a taste. How do you get the bottom guys involved more in hopes that they'll get more involved on the score sheet?
Well, I mean, it's I think early. Well, especially early, I think Tip does a good job of rolling the lines. Obviously, it's tough when there's penalty kills, power plays like there was yesterday to start the game. But I think those two lines have, especially the last few games, have done a good job of creating offense for us. I mean, unfortunately, something hasn't gone in, but they put a lot onto the net. They've got bodies going there, and I mean, it was. I think Fogarty had a couple that were inches away yesterday from going in. Cass, same thing. I mean, those guys they're working for us, and I think it's important for them to be in the O-zone, keep that steady roll, so that we can just come out and we get into the O-zone, and it pushes teams back and it tires them out. So I think scoring 5-on-5 for our whole group is something that we need to key on, obviously, right now. And I mean, those guys got to keep doing what they're doing and keep pushing those teams back.
So that would be the next question: is depth scoring and 5-on-5 scoring are usually the same thing, right? The depth guys are playing at 5-on-5. Is it important for your team to be, to have? I'm not asking you to point fingers at guys or anything like that, but is it important for your team to be able to have threats coming from all the lines? Is it, not just you got to win games that McDavid and Draisaitl and Nugent-Hopkins don't win for you? Is that important around here?
Well, I think any team, it's important to get scoring from the D, from all 12 forwards when you can. Obviously, some guys play a little bit less than other guys 5-on-5. So I mean, a lot of the time they're going out there to do a job, and like I said, they're going out there to push teams back and get a good forecheck and make it tough on the other team. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where, I mean, you want to be creating offense 5-on-5 from all 12 guys up front, and obviously chipping in from the back end as well.
Ryan, Carolina is one of the best teams in the league 5-on-5. They have one of the best power play or penalty kills in the league. Like, on paper, that's probably the last team that you guys would want to face right now. What's the mindset going into this game? A really tough opponent when you guys are kind of leaking a little bit.
Well, I mean, we got to keep building on. I think our last two games of 5-on-5 have been a lot better for us. I think we've given up the least amount of chances 5-on-5 than we have all year. So, and we're getting pucks on net, we're getting bodies going in the net, which is something that that's the way that we're going to score. Teams aren't giving us a lot of odd man rushes right now, so it's tough to create off the rush. So we're going to be scoring from in zone play, and I mean, Carolina, we know that they're going to be solid, but we gotta push it by them and create from down low. So I mean, we got to keep building on these past 2 games and find a way to bear down and bury some in front of the net.
The keep building part, is it difficult to not get swallowed up by a dark cloud that seems to get bigger with every loss?
Well, obviously you want to stay positive, and we can take steps, and I think we give up a late goal yesterday, but I mean we chased the game the whole time, and we found a way back into it. So I mean it's you take steps and you take positives out of any game that you can, and obviously we're still in a good position here. We got to come out of this. There's adversity every year. There's ups and downs, and it might have been a couple games early in the year where we probably should have lost, and we found a way to squeak them out. So I mean it's the way this league goes, and you can't get too frustrated, and you got to just keep sticking with it. Okay, thanks.